Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, turn me on.
I am so excited that you are here with me today.
Good morning.
Well, hello.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. I've got Lauren from Oplaysis on the show with me. I'm just trying to tag you to make sure that you get to see all of this afterwards because you're going to want to.
Am I? We have a lot to talk about today, too.
Well, I thank you so much for just like volunteering. Lauren is one of the most amazing human beings. If you've not seen her painting faces, running kids education, doing some fine resin pours or anything at her studio at the Mashpee Farmers Market, on the side of the road, like wherever
Gotta
there's
make that money.
where there is joy in art, you will find Lauren.
I have finally come to the conclusion that that is what I excel at. And so I'm just going to keep running with it. And every day is a new opportunity. And I'm getting really excited for all of these things that are presenting themselves. Like,
Yeah.
who knew? You don't plan this stuff. You just kind of follow what you're good at. And all these doors open. And I'm loving it,
One of our-
especially the Lemonadio door.
One of our friends had said, you know, sometimes when you quietly sit and wait for things to bubble up to the surface, that's when you see it the best. And I'm so impatient. I've never actually had to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's what they mean. Fine. Whatever, universe, you win.
Whatever. I'm loving it.
I will try and listen. Good morning, Miss Ashley. Our question of the day, I thought we'll start there for today, is what question do you ask someone to deeply get to know them?
Oh, yes. Question of the day.
And we've had some fun ones that are just absolutely not deep at all, like over or under on the toilet paper, which Cindy started a fight. And now there's people like going back and forth right now on social media. So thank you, Cindy, for stirring the pot this morning.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good one.
But there were some really good, thoughtful answers in there. One of our friends had said, you know, are you an alcoholic? I was like, yikes, we're going really to deep town. Jeff over at Tony Andrews, are you married?
Yeah, that's kind of important.
What do you love? What do you miss? That's really cute, Amelia. I like that. What are your values? Scott said, how you doing? Scott, I appreciated your post yesterday. He posted an empty sink, an empty dishwasher, an empty room. And he was talking about his college girl. He's like, I don't know. Can somebody bring me some dirty dishes to wash?
Are you there yet? Are you
I'm-
waiting for dirty dishes, or are you just really
I'm
loving?
shocked coming down in the morning to see it still where I left it.
I will say, quite a shine. It's impressive, but I get it. Like, you have so many things going on. You've got teenage kids. They come, they go, and everything just piles.
You're
up.
in that space too right now.
Yeah, except we moved my mother-in-law in, so she takes care of it.
That's kind of nice, but kind of, I mean,
It
my
is.
mother-in-law lived with us for a few years and I love you. You know, I do, but you know, we have a time stamp.
Yes.
There's only so many hours and days before we're all annoyed with each other and it's time for you to leave. She
Yeah.
knows it too.
Yeah. It's all, there's pros and cons for everything,
Mm.
no matter who you're living with, whether it's your family, your friends, or trying to help somebody out. There's always going to be pros and cons.
Yeah.
And it's just navigating. It's kind of like navigating a new relationship. We only know her from, our quick visits.
Mhm.
And now we get to know each other in this very small space together.
Yay.
But, it's about having those conversations and try to figure out an even playing field so you can
Mm. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Angie. How are you doing today? Miss your face. Can't wait to see you. Unfortunately, it's not for the most amazing event, but I'm excited to see you and give you a squish in real life. RTB, yeah, exactly. Time to get out. What is it? Guests after 3 days or some saying or something like that. Either way, Lauren asked me, do you think she's going to come back from college all, a little bit of a different person?
Yeah, like a little, more responsible adult
No,
child
she's going to come home the marching band that she is. It's just going to be the way it is.
and just load up that sink full of dishes.
Yeah, exactly. Elastic Glam. What's up, Sethi? Sethi says, I like the deep question. If you could sit and talk with anybody in the world who passed, living or dead, who would it be? And what would you want to talk to them about?
That's a good one.
That's like super deep. I would really have to give that some thought.
But then does that affect or change your relationship going forward with that person?
No, well, they're dead still. So,
No, not that person. Finding out deep questions to ask people.
well, it's all in what kind of person are you?
Yeah,
Are you a
that's true.
reflective person? Like my husband, I don't know whether it's his Virgo nature, but he's always in like constant quest of reevaluating himself, changing, bettering himself, being the best possible human he can be.
Yeah.
I actually find that really amazing. I'm not that way.
But here you are doing great things every day.
But for me, it's way more work than that. It takes me so long for my brain to decide that I'm doing something before I'm actually doing it.
Yeah.
Like you have to bash it over the head with me. And then it's like 4 weeks later, I'm like, oh,
that's what we're doing.
Subtlety gets you 0 places with me. You have to be very blunt.
It doesn't register at all. And that's like that deep reflective question. I don't know who I talked to because that filing cabinet's gone. I don't know names.
It's up there. It's like a cluttered. It looks like my desk. You know what I mean? It's up there. And then when eventually it's like it is found, its filing cabinet. It's like, oh, that's what they meant. 4 years later on a Tuesday at 2:00 in the morning.
Ding, 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 ding.
So yeah, we are all different in the way that we file our information, and take from it what you will. But I'm enjoying the conversations that are happening this morning on a question that I almost deleted. I was like, ugh, it's Wednesday. Am I really going to make people work that hard to think of things?
Yeah, I didn't see that one this morning, so I don't have an answer.
But here you are surprising me nonetheless. So I appreciate you very much, Cindy. Why is Cookie Monster up there? What's happening? She says, I try to do that too. Listen to the books for self-improvement and psychology. I feel like it all does go somewhere. During the pandemic, you've heard me talk in the intro about the book club that we were in, and it was an entrepreneurial book club. And I feel like I've read them all, but I'll still read them anyway because I'm like, if there's a nugget in there, if there is just a small little something that could make me figure this out better, I'm going to look for it. You know what I mean? I'm always looking for a way to better to do this. So it's not so much of a heavy lift. And I thank you for being a person in my vortex that makes the lift a little bit lighter. I really do appreciate you for that.
Love being a part of it.
So we've got Kindness Festival coming up. Speaking of making the lift a little lighter, this is such a joyful, fun gathering of just people in a big field raising some money for Nicole's organization. Maybe you can talk a little bit about how you got involved and what's happening on Saturday.
Yeah. So we have the 4th annual Kindness Festival. This is held at Buzzards Bay Park from 11 to 3. We have about 30 vendors. But the biggest thing about this event is it's not just a vendor event. This is an event where the kids can get together. We have a petting zoo. We have a kids zone, which has about 10 activities. We'll have bubbles. We'll have games. We'll have the most amazing DJ. Stephanie is going to be rocking those tunes.
I don't know about all that, but we're going to have fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, the dance studios just submitted all of their songs. This is really so... It makes my heart happy. I love the dance marathon, as you know. We are about to release a special edition t-shirt, by the way, coming up for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I love
this. I am so excited for this t-shirt. So we're just figuring out the best way to be able to do that and raising money for what we do for the dance marathon, which is a new fund at Cape Cod Hospital. It's the Women's Early Detection Fund. So it goes for any Cape Codder that needs any sort of testing, whether it's DNA testing, a mammogram, whether you're too young, too old, whatever. They tell you your insurance doesn't cover it.
Yeah.
We pay for it completely. So I love this amazing fund because you shouldn't have to stress out when you're worried about taking care of your body.
Yeah.
So some of those dance studios are coming to Kindness Festival and performing. So they just sent me their music and I love watching them dance.
Oh my gosh, they are incredible. We have Tiffany and Julia at Center Stage Dance Academy and
Yes.
Studio 721.
Yep.
They put on an incredible demonstration. We also have the kids from the Pound. They're going to come and put on a demonstration.
Yep.
And then we have a mental health advocate and speaker. She's going to kick off the festival with a nice
She blew me
conversation.
away last year. She was like, I need the I've got my own headset. Just plug me in and let me go. I would have sat there all day just watching her. She made me, those people that when they walk into a room, you're like, what are you saying? I don't even know what you're saying, but I like it.
It's working.
And all the kids just calm down.
So there's going to be a whole lot of that going on Saturday. We hope you guys can join us.
Yeah.
Going to be good.
It's amazing. Dawn says, hey kids, they ask this question every survey that I apply for. John says, Einstein, I would want to know why he didn't elect to have his heart condition dealt with. The real reason. Maybe some people just know that their time here is expired. Like I've left you with all these wonderful pieces of information. You've gotten all you can from me. I'm done with you.
I'm good.
We're done here.
I'm ready to move on.
This is it, because honestly, when you're at Einstein level, there's no going backsies. Like people want more from you forever.
Yeah. It's like once you hit that peak,
right?
You might just be ready.
More forever. More. Good morning, Sue. Thanks for joining us. Sue Unleashed. She takes amazing pet photos.
Oh my gosh, yes, she does. And she just was published. What was it? Cape Cod.
Cape Cod Life.
Yes, Cape Cod Life. She has great pictures in there. Cute little puppy dogs.
I know. And I'm so lucky that we're going to be able to work together. Our first of our Christmas markets. We have got the Cape Cod photo bus and we've got Sue Unleashed. So it's going to be this beautiful backdrop for your family Christmas photos. So you can go and get these gorgeous photos. And if you want to go and make prints for your Christmas cards, whether the dogs, the kids, the whoever's in the photo, Sue will take the photo.
Christmas market is on
November 24th.
So mark your calendar so you can get your pictures done.
I know.
Maybe you'll send out cards this year.
You know what? I know Sue's going to take a great photo, so I might actually just send them out. It's going to be me, Cody, and Cliff just looking frantic because we've worked all day.
One dressed up as a rooster, one
whatever costuming it's going to be. No, we'll be well into Christmas. Someone's going to be Anna, Elsa. Cody will probably be Olaf or Count Olaf, whoever it is.
And then Emily and I will just be Pickles. Pickles. Why are we talking pickles?
Because we've got Pickle Fest coming up this weekend as well. We haven't even finished up Kindness Festival.
Nope. We just went around 3 events real fast.
Kindness Festival is on Saturday. And so all of this fun and fanfare is for a different reason. Kind Hearts for Kids. I really want to talk. I would love to have Nicole Mitchell. I know she's dealing with a lot of personal stuff going on right now, of course, because why not have everything in your life implode right before you're doing a big event?
Why not need emergency surgery right before your big event?
Let's add that into the world.
We are sending all of our well wishes to Darren on a speedy recovery. He's not going to be able to help us, obviously, on Saturday as much as he would like to.
Yeah.
But I do know we have an incredibly strong team. Nicole has a great organization, Kind Hearts for Kids, Inc. That is where all of the proceeds on Saturday will go to. And it's basically helping kids that are raised by grandparents or they are in foster care. We just give a little bit of extra back to them, the families.
It's the little stuff that she remembers. It's birthday parties. It's making sure that they have actual luggage or cute bags and stuff and not trash bags as you're being like dumped out of a house. Foster kids go through an immense amount of not only physical stuff, but mental stuff. And, not having a support system on top of all of that.
Yeah.
So the little things that she just makes as comfort items or thoughtful ideas or ways to make their transitions through these awful times of their life just a little bit easier, just a little bit better. Somebody cares for me.
Yeah.
That moment in a kid's life. So, I mean, I've seen firsthand some of the work that she's done, and it's just incredible. And we have so many angels around us that take care of these foster kids. And we've got a few friends in the Falmouth area that, Heather's got a troop of kids at all points of time. And she even posted some back to school tips on her social media saying, when you're going back to school and you're doing these projects of my mom is this or my dad is this.
Yeah.
or other ways. Like she was just connecting with teachers saying, reminder that not all kids have a nuclear family like this. And
Reminder, majority of
yeah,
families just aren't structured like this anymore.
exactly.
I saw it, teaching firsthand how many it was majority of parents that weren't for,
Hmm.
that foundation, and we make it work. And it doesn't matter if you've got the mom, the dad. It matters that you've got the support.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, doesn't have to be blood or family. There are people everywhere that want to help, they want to get involved. And yeah, we're making really good things happen.
I know. It's really incredible, this organization. So, yes, I know sometimes you see these markets and you're like, oh, what is this? Another whatever it is, but they all serve a purpose.
There's always an underlying
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
them.
And it
Yep.
looks like the day is going to be absolutely picture perfect for us, which is super nice. I know we've got a ton of events going on. If you're ever looking for something to do, eventsoncape.com. Our group Events on Cape Cod has now grown to almost 8,000 people.
Wow, that's
And
incredible.
people just sharing. I don't care what there's no bar to entry.
Right.
And stop dropping your other things in there, your gutter things. I've got these fake tickets. How many scam artists are there on social media right now?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like
we were
all I do is
scammed.
report people.
Yep. Even on the Mashpee Farmers Market, it's, we still have vendors
Every
spots
day I
available." I'm
report.
like, no, you don't.
I
Get
report
outta
people.
here.
I'm the only one that you talk to. I'm like, report, delete, report, delete. This is all
And
I
the same
do.
thing happened to one of our vendors. I was like, all right, I'm opening up 10 more spots. People jumped right on it. And so did the scammers. And
Yeah.
one of our vendors ended up paying a
The
scammer.
scammer.
So just make sure if you are signing up for one of these events online, on Facebook, even though we are setting real events, there are always people just waiting to jump in and take your information. So unless it's coming directly from the person or that email,
I take it
don't do
online.
it.
We got, yep, exactly. It goes
Yep.
from an email. I'm never going to ask anybody to send me money on social media, period.
Yep.
It's just not.
Not going to happen.
No, we can connect there for sure, but I will never ask you for money. So don't do it. Don't give the fake Stephanie Viva anything. She gets nothing.
Nothing.
Speaking of which, Lauren was over here yesterday and she's like, I just signed for a package. I'm like, what package? Who is trying to send me stuff? UPS or one of the likes has been trying to send me this package for 3 days and I'm home, but my doorbell is like, doesn't work. I'm just so used to people walking through.
It was just a couple knocks. And to be honest, like I have heard so many people come here and just do a couple knocks and they either enter or they disappear. Or
right.
So I get it. Like you never know who's coming and going.
Right. Well, finally, Lauren signed for my package
It
yesterday.
seemed really important.
As you can see, the Viva Seltzer company decided that they sent me a thing on social media and they're like, hey, great name. You want some booze? I said, absolutely.
Viva!
I said, thank you for recognizing the original. I appreciate that. So they sent me a couple of packages of Viva Seltzer. So we'll plan for an event at some point coming up soon.
I heard you and Cliff have the night off tonight.
We have had a really nice and quiet step into the fall season. I know it's not officially fall, you anti-fallers out there.
I know. We were already talking about Christmas markets and Christmas cards. We're really sending people into it.
I know, right? We're sending you into Tizzy. Good morning, Gail, Andrew, Trish. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. A friend of mine got hit on Discord. Who is giving money on don't give people money on Discord. And RTB, you are right. It does take a village. And I've got a great village right here. And we are doing amazing things. Lauren is doing so many activities over at Oplaysis. You took the week off this week.
I did. And it actually was not taking a week off.
No, to do other work.
No, if anyone thought I was actually taking a week off, I was taking the week to close so I could do even more than I usually do.
It's that shift of project season.
Yes. And I want to be able to just create this sustainable, fun, joyful business. But in order to do that, we have to give ourselves grace. I had to shut down in order to revamp the schedule. We're moving into fall. Things are changing. Kids are back to school. And so I have to take time to really think about how I want to do that. But also my husband is residing the entire house by himself. So I was like, I'll be here if you need me.
Right.
Just in case, but
I know. He's like, I got this. That's
Yeah.
usually how my husband is.
Yeah.
Like, you can get me a drink.
Yeah. So I came here. I'm going to help you today instead.
I need it too. We are revamping everything, and I cannot walk through that. There are certain areas of my house that have been just like deemed closed.
Don't enter.
I know. I did check into my J1s. They finally arrived through the gate in Jamaica. Everybody made it home and safe. They're like, thank you so much. We're really going to miss you.
Aw.
Bye, girls. Enjoy your life.
Meanwhile, no one knew they were here.
Right.
Like, where did you keep them?
And they lived with me since May.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's a long amount of time to have two humans living with you and no one know that they were here because they work so damn much.
Yeah. But that's amazing that you open up your home to them, and
it's helpful. They're
every
helpful
year.
to us, and they pay the excess electric bill. And
oh gosh, the electric.
it's been real bad. Anybody else? I'm not going to be one of those social media complainers, but I will just briefly mention it's been an arm and a leg, and I wish we could have solar, but I need $23,000 worth of tree work. So if anybody wants to let me know if you got a tree person, that I don't want to cut down the trees.
We were going to do solar too, but we need a new roof first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eversource went from
we're trying.
We never go over 300, and this month we hit almost 700.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's bad.
For some EV car charge, like electric car. What is happening?
It's so bad.
Make it make sense.
Ashley says, has Walmart put up the Christmas trees yet? Don't stop.
Probably.
Uh-oh. Cindy's yelling at me. Oh my God. Let me help you.
Come on down. Today's the day.
Always welcome. Trish is also saying the electric bills are absolutely insane. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Gina. Yeah, so we're just kind of in the process of resetting. I got the boy off today. He's got long days of school. So I'm like, can I feed you something?
Yeah, did you say he wasn't coming home till 7?
7 o'clock.
Wow. And I got here at 7:30 and he was out the door.
Yeah. It's a 12-hour day for them if they're in sports right now.
Wow.
So it's a long, long day. And I'm like trying to get him out the door with snacks. I'm like, I know nothing. I'm like, do they still feed you free lunch at school? I don't.
Yeah. What a great program. Like, that's how it should be.
Thank the Lord. That has been a godsend for so many human beings.
Yep.
And I know you can complain about it all you want, but I think it's really good and I think it's important. And I love that Mashpee now has a community garden. So they're adding some of their fruits and vegetables and stuff that they've grown. And granted, it's small and it's not making a huge impact quite yet. Right. But lettuces and other stuff, he does culinary. Mm-hmm. So they'll add it into some of their culinary programs and some of their school lunches. So they're actually using the bounty of their growth.
And that's how it should be, because when we're introducing it to kids at a young age, they're learning the work that it takes. They're learning the process, and they're actually starting to be grateful for the smaller things, because you do have to wait all this time before you can use it, cook with it. And so I find, like with preschool, when we were growing it, they were more apt to try it.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, because they feel like they knew where it came from. We have such a disconnect in our food system, which is why we started the Mashpee Farmers Market. But Consuelo took it one step further and started working with MDAR, which is the Massachusetts Department of Agriculture, because we don't have a working farm here in Mashpee. And then involving the tribe. And it was amazing because of the Three Sisters growth. And if you know about the Three Sisters, you know how they support each other in a garden. And so David Whedon was there from the tribe. We had a bunch of other people for the opening of our community garden. And I was really excited to be there and see so many wonderful faces working hard in our food area. Buy Fresh, Buy Local was there. And they have an A-frame sign for us. We will be by. Ooh, and you and I are talking about branching this farmers market program even further. So
I wasn't sure if you were going to go into it, but I am excited to see. I don't see why it's not going to work out. So.
Look for more from us in 2025, but we've got a lot on the stove right now, much less than you do, Scott Ellis, on your kitchen with our college girls gone. Bye. Go learn new things. But this is you and I talking about all of these things are the trend right now. Anti-tech, quiet luxury.
Yep.
And we're heading into the fall and the color is brown.
It turns out you are quiet luxury yourself, Miss Viva.
We went on a date to the Cape Playhouse. Thank you very much, Cape Playhouse. Their final production of the summer, the 39 Steps, is available. just comment 39 steps in any of the way in which you're watching this. If you want to go see the show, it runs through September 7th. And I will choose one name from somebody that really wants to go to the show and award you a set of tickets to go and check out that show by the end of our show this morning. The 39 steps. Just write it down if you want to be considered for a pair of tickets to go to the Cape Playhouse and see it. It's definitely worth going to see. The actors are phenomenal. I can't really talk about them because they want to be paid to be talked about. So they're famous. Go see them. Seriously, it's worth the show. So go and enjoy the final production over at the Cape Playhouse. Yeah, go bring Jared on a date, will you, Cindy? So that's what we saw. Quiet luxury, anti-tech. Yeah. It's funny to watch the new generation and what's important to them and what's not.
It is. And honestly, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a whole shift of like, they're bringing it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure about the brown. We're bringing brown back. That's the color. But
I was wearing my new brown dress and I was like, ooh, I never wear a brown dress.
And then we look it up today and it happens to be the in thing. You are trending.
It's the color of the season. Everybody brown.
And then it just brings me right back to 70s living room, brown and orange.
Well, that's it. Maybe we're back to basics, the earth. This is where we're going. Smaller, really.
Simpler. I mean, I try to demonstrate that in the studio. You know, I'm so excited. We have now 50 birthday parties on the books.
That's crazy.
I've had a lot of partying this year in 8 months.
But everyone's always looking for a space where you can go and have fun with the kids and not feel like you're a burden.
But I'm also demonstrating that it can be done in such a simple way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go over the top with decorations. You know, we just want to show parents that you can do these things. You can still have a really good time and just do it on a simpler scale.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing that shift with other people too, just in general. People are scaling things back and it's really quite refreshing.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to break the bank. And I know, like Emily, our office manager, she went all out for her daughter's first. And I was like, how much money? Like it's a lot. Yeah. I know you want to do that, but I don't want you to feel like you have to do that.
Sweet 16s that are costing people like 10 grand.
Like that's absurd.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah,
never could.
We went all out just because it was like a weird, awkward time in Lil's life for her sweet 16. And we had like a weekend long celebration, but it was like backyard barbecues and other fun. Like we did the tea party. That was the most costly thing, was the damn tea party.
I love her tea parties. And I heard when she moved in, she had a tea party right away.
How cute is that?
I love that.
I know.
Did she take her dress too?
No. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you're moving into your college roommate and all of a sudden she's dressed in like Victorian? Well, hello.
I support it.
Would you like a tea party? I'd be like, where am I right now? Also, yes. But first, before we get to Disneyland, wait a minute.
Yes. I love her. I think it's amazing. And she grows all her tea stuff in your garden.
I know. She was like very upset about it. She's like, make sure you take care of this. I've got strict instructions for the garden that is happening outside.
You said no promises, right?
I did. I was like, I'm gonna do my best.
That's all we can do.
I'm gonna do my best for you. I have. This is why I've put myself into these gardening spaces. And as if I'm not doing as much as I can right now, I signed up to be a part of the Mashpee Garden Community Garden Advisory Board just because I want to get more involved in it. Like this is the stuff I want to know more about.
Right.
And I'm doing my best to actually be a better gardener, but I don't know.
It'll come. It'll come.
No promises is all I have to say
promises.
about that. So yeah, I could only imagine what her roommate walked into, and it'd be even funnier if she was dressed in garb. Speaking of Disney, though, I saw that there was a house for sale in Centerville.
Yep.
Which was Walt Disney, where he wrote Fantasia. I had no idea. That was like a fun little factoid nugget that I had no idea.
Yeah.
We write trivia for a living. I love knowing little tidbits like that. I know Walt Disney was not the nicest of human beings, but I was like, what kind of crazy drugs was he on while he's sitting in that Centerville home writing Fantasia? We've all watched it.
And that place was listed for 2.2, right?
Not even, I feel like not a ton of money to.
It looked amazing.
I know.
Yeah. Like a windmill gazebo type.
It's probably falling
space.
into the ocean. That's the only way I could.
A
I was like,
pool.
right? It looked way too nice for that price tag,
Yeah. Anyone got a couple mil?
right? Guess who? Guess I'm moving to Centerville, Jen. I was like, I immediately thought of you as she's.
Is that Jen Christian?
Yep.
Is she in Disney right now?
Are you leaving?
When do you leave?
I know. I think she said this afternoon, but I might be wrong.
I get so excited for her and her vacations, and I'm just living life, through her, because if she can do that right now, then more power to you.
Well, I love the fact that you're advocating for the things that you want and call it childhood trauma. Okay, but if you're dealing with it, and that's a real healthy way to deal with childhood trauma, I've seen far worse.
Yeah.
4 p.m. Okay, I did remember.
Yay!
What? 2.2? Never mind. Investors, possibly you. Oh, and thank you, Linda, for giving me a couple of tree people. I will definitely take a look at it. Electric bills are the worst. Go to Eversource website to look into the delivery companies. I get so stressed out with that. If anybody's good like that, please be my assistant in that.
Yeah. My husband looked at it, and last year we used more than what we used this year.
Same.
And we went up 4 times.
Right. They were like, good news, your electric is down 10%. Bad news, it's 20% more expensive. How's that freaking work?
Make it make sense.
Good morning, Miss Denise. Thanks for joining us on the show. Rick B, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We are about to hit the school year. I know Nate went back to class yesterday. I'm teaching class starting next week.
Yes.
So I'm kind of enjoying this quiet before all of the chaos ensues. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. And thank you very much for pitching in and helping me align my ducks.
Oh my gosh, I know what it's like. I mean, we have so much going on. And honestly, it comes down sometimes to if your space is clouded, then so is your mind.
It really makes such a difference.
Yeah. When I go to the studio in the morning, first thing, if my desk or whatever's out of order, I gotta just quickly and get on with my day.
I did, because I'm one of those ADD taskmasters where I'll start something and move on to the next thing and to the next thing. And I heard my husband yelling from upstairs.
Does Cliff follow you around like Brian follows me?
He's like, why are all these coffee cups in a circle? I was like, I was cleaning your office, but then I got sidetracked.
But then I saw this and I decided to do that, which then led me over here. Yes. Put us in a room together.
Well, that's why I make lots of lists. I always have like little listicles that I'm like, okay, if I can check it off, then I feel like I've done things. Are you a list haver also?
We got a notebook here. We got a notebook here. We were on script today, but forget that. We're just talking about whatever we want. We try.
We do our damnedest, everyone. Oh my God, I love it. But it's so factual. Emily, I just hit him crap about coffee cups everywhere on Monday. But then you left your smoothie cup there, Miss Emily, and it was full of fruit flies today. Actually, it turned out to be a great little fruit fly catcher.
Just move it in different locations.
God almighty. I want the bugs to die. They need to go away.
I had that issue with the studio, and not because it's dirty or we have food everywhere, but literally because I overwater my plants.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's all of the plants, and it's the fresh produce that I have.
I'm trying to do good.
I know. And it's like my garden stuff, and I'm like, I'll wash it, and I'll put it in a cup, and then I'll grab it, and it's like fruit flies. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Like the eggplant, we were so proud of growing in our garden. So you know that I go to a big name store and I pick up all these plants that are heading to the trash, and I get them for free, and I bring them home and I grow them.
She rehabs them.
I do. And we have so many colors this year, and we started growing the most beautiful eggplant. I think we've had 2. Do you think we ate them? No, unfortunately, those things just.
I know, you got to get them like pretty much right away. That's why I did like a ton of meal prep yesterday, like just trying to get them and use them and put them all into dinners for this week so that we could be a little bit more organized.
Yeah,
I said, of course, I'm meal prepped for the week that we're actually home and I have plenty of time to do it, but I had the time to do it, so I did it. We'll be better.
Yay!
Even though I did.
That's all we can do is we keep trying.
I know.
You see all the things on social media and like, oh my gosh, they've got their life together. Oh, no.
Well, that's it. I pulled a lot of stuff today to talk about from TikTok, the TikTok realm of things. I know a lot of our friends are now heavily involved in it. I've got a friend of mine that has her whole community on it. Actually, 2 friends that have her whole friend community
Really?
on TikTok now.
Wow.
And they've moved to that. There are funny things on TikTok, like this new dating trend, which made me absolutely laugh. And I'm going to connect them. You watch me. Upside down pineapple inside of your shopping cart. And supposedly, if you bump or nudge somebody and you meet in the wine section, that means you want to date. I'm like, this is really complicated. How many times did you have to watch this to know what to do? And how do you think that you're going to run into what if you just bump into somebody and they're like, move out of the way, jerk?
Yeah. Meet me in the wine aisle.
So you're sitting there in the wine section with a pineapple in your cart. Now
what?
Now I want to go to the wine section of places that have them, because we don't have that allowed other than Trader Joe's, I think.
Yeah.
And see how many people have pineapples in their carts.
I'm going to go hang out in the wine section.
Quietly laugh at them.
See what's going on.
That one's looking for a date. Look at her. My husband's like, why? How do you know, TikTok?
What is next?
Oh, no. What's better? The Fridgescaping.
Can we talk about the Fridgescaping?
So I've never heard of anything. I didn't even believe it. I have a photo that I want to share with you, because I was like, that's not real.
We thought it was a joke.
Right.
Then we did some more reading.
And then, so basically what it is taking your refrigerator, and I dumped out pretty much all kinds of disgusting nasties today. I was really proud of myself. And yesterday I was like, oh, look at, there's no old leftover things. There's no this, there's no that.
And these are all tasks that for people like ourselves all over the place, if we accomplish cleaning out a refrigerator, it's a good day.
Right? Exactly. No, I don't have it.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's a shame.
I know. However, but this woman had cleaned her fridge so well, but there were like photos in there, like doilies.
She had a place in New York and she had already like decorated her whole place. And she just felt like there was another spot to decorate.
Lauren blew me away. She was like, I'm not about to open up my fridge to see my dead relatives up in there inside of a picture frame. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was bowls of flowers.
It was like my Nana's living room. You know, the living room you're not allowed to touch, but it was inside of her fridge.
Refrigerator with the dead ancestors. Like, just
what?
Move Uncle Charlie out of the way while I get the cream.
It did. It looked like an altar. It
was really weird.
Like, what is happening in that refrigerator of hers? Has anyone ever opened up a refrigerator that was decorated?
Imagine being the guest.
I was like, go ahead and get the milk. What the? I need to leave. It was serial killer like. I don't know what was going on in there.
So let us know. Would you
Fridgescaping? I'm serious. Google it. You'll be able to see it. I wanted to show you the photo, but I can't work the computer today.
I don't judge, but that's just one thing I can't do.
I was pumped that I got rid of the old Chinese food from 2 weeks ago, and I made sure that anything that was half empty left there.
I'm just glad there was no chicken juices in the bottom.
Correct. Exactly. Let alone put doilies and a candy jar in there.
Like
I don't
China cabinet.
Yeah, right.
It was wild.
All that nice tea party stuff Lily has. What are you doing with it? Don't ask. You'll see.
It's gonna be in the refrigerator.
You'll see when you come home. Mom, what the hell is happening here?
All right. Do it.
We should do some weird stuff for her for when she comes back. I definitely feel like I should adopt a couple of crazy things just to have her finally be like, are you guys messing with me? Yes, we are. This is not how we live.
Well, you've already renovated her bedroom. I don't even think she was out the door.
Yeah, Emily, imagine opening the fridge and your picture is in there while you're trying to get the milk. No, no, thank you. I might actually do it and see if I mess with Cliff. Maybe we'll do it. He never watches my show, so
maybe we'll do it today. We're both here.
Depends on how much time I have. Babe, you said you're off Cape today, right?
And then he'll come back. You're like, I thought you were tackling the garage. Well,
no, I'm actually looking forward to not having to yell at him through the wall. And now I have to just call him when he's upstairs.
Yeah.
I said, maybe that'll make me walk up the stairs to talk to you. Probably no.
No.
That's awful. I know. So we saw that on TikTok, the Fridgescaping, which I think is absolutely bizarre. Good morning, Mary Jane. Thanks for joining us. And then I love the new inner fighting. I'm Gen X, the new millennial and Gen Z war that is erupting apparently with the millennials mocking or Gen Z is mocking millennials for booking their travel on their
Laptop.
laptops. How do you book your travel? I use a desktop, never load a laptop. I'm like over here making some serious purchases. I feel uncomfortable buying things on the phone.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're purchasing small things on your phone, all the information's on there. Are we really escaping anything?
I know, but I'm like just now getting with the bloop bloop technology where I'm paying for things with Apple Pay and I feel like weird about it. I'm like, oh, I could just pay for that.
Tap your phone right here.
Right?
What? Yeah.
And we do have that little PAX terminal at the farmer's market where we can use everybody's card, whether it's SNAP benefits or credit cards and Apple Pay and all of that. So it's just really weird for me to wave their wand basically of their phone.
They get you at the doors too. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't bring cash. It's like, it's okay. We have our new
But
tap it.
It's getting even more aggressive where I guess the new Whole Foods that they're putting in Hyannis, I heard, is that RFID technology. So you can like leave without paying, but it's like awkward. So
Oh,
you've
that's
already
weird.
paid, you
That's
know?
weird.
And I don't know whether you have to sign up for it, but they have one of those terminals. If anybody's been to the Garden recently, there's one restaurant, bar / whatever it is that whatever you do pick up, it's already paid for. You just leave. And I'm still like, I'm
Wow.
so awkward when I
How
leave.
interesting.
I know.
Have you
it's-
experienced it yet?
Yeah, I did. And I felt like I was stealing. I didn't like it.
Yeah. How bizarre.
And I know SNL has done skits and spoofs on it and made it racial, but it's not racial. It's I still feel like I'm stealing. I don't like walking out of a
It's
place.
just a strange concept.
There needs to be an interaction before you take my money. I feel like I worked hard for this and you have to take it from me. I'm willingly giving it to you. You will take it back from me. And this transaction has been completed.
Receipt.
Right. Exactly. I just can't just take it and then walk out. And I just,
Wow. That's interesting. That's new to me. First I've
I
heard.
know. So once again, training your brain to be accepting of some new things. That's something it's going to
We're-
take me a while
Things
to
are
get used
constantly
to.
changing. Things are constantly changing. So would you or do you purchase your big items on your phone, your laptop, or that?
Yeah. Where do you make your big
tower?
purchases? I know. I sit at my work desk.
Yeah.
You jackals. Like I need the big screen to see it. I might even use the TV sometimes.
Yeah, it's not that we're not up to technology. It's because we can't freaking see.
That's fair. That's fair. Seriously. I need a little bit more landscape, okay? Just a little bit. I guess we're being fine with being alone, spending more time. Solo dates, people going and making reservations and going to eat
Yep.
by themselves are up 29%
Wow.
according to reservations or Resi or whatever it is, the one that makes the reservations.
That's awesome. That's kind of like Jen Christian going to Disney all by herself. Like
I
it's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, being alone with yourself is awful. So if I could find some way to accept that crazy.
And start dating yourself. I actually started doing that a few years ago. So it was during the turmoil and I was down in the pits and then the world shut down. And I was like, you know what? I just got to start dating myself. And it was the hiking, it was the swimming, it was taking those little solo trips and just really kind of organizing everything that was going on up here.
Oh, I don't like being up there.
I usually don't either. So
It's like being in a dark attic. There's a lot up there.
There were some tools to sort through
There you go.
the chaos.
Everybody has their tools.
It took 3 years, but we did it.
Yeah.
And I encourage everyone to start dating yourself. If you can't be comfortable and alone with yourself, then it's going to be a long life.
Yeah.
I know it's weird, and not just working, Stephanie.
I know.
Actually doing something for yourself because God damn it, you deserve it.
Yeah. Well, it was Lily actually that was like, you work too much and you're doing too much. And she's like, I appreciate you. She's like, I got my work ethic from you and Dad. Yeah. You're both hard workers. But at the same time, she's like, you can't even see anymore. Go upstairs.
Yeah.
Or like, I know I like, so now I find myself when I'm getting to that point doing it myself, but I'm like, who would have thought my 18-year-old?
Are you being more mindful?
Right?
More demure?
Oh my God, stop it. Whenever I saw the police station doing the mindful and demure, I was like, it's over. It's ruined. You've ruined everything.
Oh, no.
Well, I also will bop into TikTok or Reels or whatever it is, get sucked into that world sometimes. But I am learning the boys' lingo. And one of them said something stupid, and I responded with the stupid response that you respond with. And he's like, Cody, how does your mom know that?
You're so
He's
cool,
like, bro,
Mom.
she knows things. I loved his response though, bro. She knows things.
Yeah, my mom's cool.
And it was just accepted. It wasn't cool. It wasn't and or otherwise. It was just like she's around. She knows it.
Yeah. Someone's got to keep us in the loop.
Hey, Miss Tina, Chocolate Nana. Thank you so much. She had her first Mashpee Farmers Market with us. She had artisan chocolate. It was delicious. The first time I got to taste your chocolate, Lauren brought me one of your chocolate bars.
So good.
And once I had it, I can't stop dreaming about it. So thanks for that.
That's what happened. Except my first sample was the bonbons. Oh my gosh, salted caramel. And then at the market the other day, I purchased Nana's favorite. It's so good. It's got caramel. It's got a little crunch. And these things, oh my gosh, they're little bundles of art.
Yeah.
She curates and paints and then puts the chocolate in.
Yeah, your artisanship is absolutely stunning. I saw a lot of people visiting you, and I'm really excited to have you back again. I would love to have you in this chair talking about your business, because I feel like you've gone through so many hurdles, so many restarts, stops, fits and starts.
Yep.
But she's finally got there.
In it. Yeah. Like we are over a year into our E4All program now.
Mm-hmm.
And to see her kitchen transform from a square with walls to this beautiful chocolate factory, she's killing it. It's amazing.
There's something to be said for slow progress, and I definitely want to address it, because I've been feeling it a lot lately too. It's to stop and just reflect on where you are, what you've done, what's going on, how you want the year to go. I think it's good to start. I always do this anyway with the kids when they go back to school. Yeah. It's new folders, new this, new tools, new this, new resets. I love that you took the time off this week. I've got a little extra time this week to really reset and rethink about what the plans are going forward and how we're going to hit this last few months of 2024. Now the panic month, the panic memes are out. It's I promised myself I would do X, Y, and Z this year, and I've got 3 months left and I've done nothing.
And then you sit and reflect and you're like, damn, I've done quite a bit.
I've done a lot. Yeah.
You've accomplished so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, speaking of accomplishments real quick, this wasn't on our list, but what are we doing next week? You remember?
I do. We have a dinner.
We have a dinner date together.
I know. Our good friend Denise is also joining us. Jim Pressman from Press Ahead Coffee is going to be sitting with us.
Awesome.
We've got a great table of people. I think Hank and Mari are also going to be with us. Emily's going to join us.
Yay!
I know. So we've got a wonderful table of support for Lemonadio. We are being honored. It is the best of the Community Choice Awards. And we're just coming together. I know, you and I were nominated for the same thing. I think it's really important to just celebrate each other and everyone in their space of, wow, if we're the top 3 on Cape Cod that were voted here, then I'm excited to be sitting with all of you. You know what I mean?
I feel more honored because you've been doing this for a long time, and you've been one of those people, even before you were on the radio, I didn't know that was you until a year after we knew each other from the Kindness Festival.
Yeah.
And I put the dots together. I'm like, oh, holy shit. And it was amazing. But I had already loved you so much from your smile, your realness, authenticity.
Thank you.
And I always aspired, and I'm not trying to get mushy, but I always aspired to be, you're an inspiration for doing good each day, taking, life's hard, man.
Yeah.
We look like we have our stuff together.
We
look like we have a smile on our face, but it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's really pushing through one day at a time. And so you've inspired me to do that. So the fact that I've been nominated into the same category as you is just dreams coming true. We're in top 3 for best person of the year.
Yeah.
People of the year.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know who number 3 is.
I don't know who the other human is either.
I don't know either, but the top 3 have been invited, and no matter what the results are,
we know we're tops.
I'm sitting at the table with Stephanie Viva.
Oh my gosh. No, it's just really nice to be in a room full of amazing people and locals. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
finally back down to where the people that live here every single day and have to do the hard work to
Yeah.
continue on and do the things that we do, whether we're business owners or whether we're just working or whether we're, doing amazing things. And we have a ton of awesome people in our vortex, which I'm thrilled for. I just talked to JT yesterday, and we've got a couple of activities that we're working on. And Pedal It Forward is coming up. We're going to get together with Kelly, and she just gives out bouquets of flowers for mental health because it's
Yep.
like, here's one for you and one for you to brighten somebody else's day.
Yep.
Like it's so nice to be in the community that we're in, of people doing small little incremental changes to be better us.
Yeah.
I love surrounding myself with that kind of human.
And you said it right there. I always tell people I used to sit at the table of women that would talk smack about each other.
Yeah, because they're
and
still out there and you know
they're
who
out
they
there.
are.
They're out there, but it's up to you. Do you want to still sit at that table?
Yeah.
And so now to sit at a table where we're all supporting each other and we're all rooting for each other, like everyone can do it.
Yeah.
It's just taking that first step.
Yeah. And enough time has gone by too, where I'm like more comfortable in my own skin, where I'm, alone and not part of this
Yep.
show and what people think of me. Somebody posted today, do you ever have your former co-host on the air with you? And I'm like, who?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a different human. I feel like it's okay to evolve and become whoever you're going to become and surround yourself with this. And then sometimes I worried, I'm like, am I insulating myself? And I'm like, I don't care if I'm insulating myself. I like this bubble.
Yeah.
I like these people. And
I feel like you're reaching even more people now doing what you're doing. Because
well, I'm not
so real.
confined.
Yep.
I'm not confined. I'm not in the Mean Girls Club anymore. Yep. I'm not pent up going, what's happening over there? You're not allowed. Yep. What?
Let me in.
Tell me one more time I'm not allowed to do something. You'll see.
I love it. You are doing things all over, and it's incredible. It's all about positive change and people coming together, and it's been great.
Mariana said, Mari said, we got Mariana a planner, and I'm hoping that she gets in the habit of using it. Like little stuff like that is so important. I know I have a physical planner that I write down. Shout out to Karen who changed my month for me. She's like, I'm just going to change your calendar.
What was it on?
June? It was actually still on August. So I thought I was like, I'm not that late, pushy broad.
That's good. That's good.
And Tina says, review the year. It gives you clarity for the growth that you've made, for sure. You have definitely taught me that, me watching you from outside of just showing up at a goat yoga and just watching your progress on social media. I think we do a lot of introspect when we watch other people and watch their progress. That's their fast-paced process. It's not their everyday process. Yeah. Jen also says there's room at the table for kindness for everyone. I so appreciate that. What's going on, Hank? Thank you so much. Hank has been monumentally instrumental in getting Lemonadio some legs back on the radio space. I'm so thankful for the work that he puts in and connecting with our community as well. Hank, you do an amazing job. I love all of the music. And I love the programming that you're bringing to Lemonadio and our family. I'm so appreciative of you. I'm so excited for him and Mari to celebrate their 35th wedding anniversary.
Woo! Congratulations, lovebirds.
I know he had posted a question, Cape Cod dining at home and everywhere else, in the Boston area, of where do you think is a really good space for them to grab a bite to eat? I always get so overwhelmed when I'm in an area that's not mine with the choices, because it's like, do you read the Yelp reviews? Are they actual reviews? Are they people, are they
to make my own opinion? Honestly.
I do too.
Like, my husband loves to see the reviews, but I try not to let them sway me because I want to experience it myself. Like, yeah, you might have had a bad experience, or you might have just been a one-off, but
I look for ambiance. That's all. I don't even judge. I don't judge bad service 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
I don't judge any of the other stuff. I look for, is this in an area in which I would like to sit and have a cocktail or look at the sunset or sit and just spend some time with my husband? Yes or no? And then I can deal with the other problems afterwards. Yeah. And sometimes I don't even care.
Well, some people go in just with problems right off the bat.
Yeah.
So that can make or break your whole event.
I have foodie friends, though, that are crazy about where they're going, what they're buying, how they already know what they're going to order when they walk in. And I'm like, that stresses me out more. I just want to just show up and see what the special is.
I feel bad because I tell him, he's always like, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. I really don't. Like, I tell them every time, I will find one thing on the menu.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
take me anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Well, we're broke. So we paid for a
Yeah.
kid in college and now we're eating in the kitchen. That's where we're going.
Well, yeah, let's be real. We actually have just said, all right, no more eating out.
I
It's time to
know.
reel it back. Summer is coming to an end.
I know, but I got to support our people that are working in bars and restaurants also. So I have this crux. I have a problem.
I'm trying to support you. I really am.
I know. I am. I do the things I can when I can. Like buying one of all of the damn sweets from the farmer's market this week. I don't know what Stephanie showed up on Sunday, but she was buying whoopie pies. She was buying chocolates. She was buying granola.
This
I'm like, what
stuff
did I
is
buy all of this?
so good.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But I reel it into like half a sweet treat a day because I'm trying to stay on top of things. And we're coming into the holiday season and I just can't stop myself.
Moderation.
I have zero willpower. Zero.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when we are surrounded by really talented bakers.
So many good ones.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Can our friends be less good at the things they do, please? And thanks. Good morning, John. Emily says, I judge restaurants' bathrooms. If there's bathrooms and they're not clean, it's a hard no.
That's fair. That's fair. I went into a fancy restaurant, fancy hotel recently in Boston, and I went in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, it was like being in McDonald's.
Oh, like, no. That's so disappointing.
Yeah. And it whatever. Doesn't bother me, but.
Right? Especially if you're spending fancy hotel money.
Yeah.
Whatever. Get your act together, everybody. Hire some staff.
Oh,
pay people better, will you?
That's a whole nother problem in itself, isn't it?
Well, you got to pay people better. That's the only thing I can have to say about that one.
8 billion people in the world and everyone is hiring.
Yeah, right? Well, maybe you should look at what you're giving them for money. Just
be
a
nice
thought.
to people.
Right? That also helps. I saw that Hailey Bieber got herself a mom ring.
Sure did.
I thought that was cute.
And Justin Bieber got himself a little Papa mug.
That's cute. I love new parents when it's all like cute and fresh and shiny and they have no
idea what's really gonna go.
Nothing, not that backpack of luggage that they've carried for 20 years. I love it. It's like, oh, fresh and cute. And we're going to buy ourselves all new stuff and we're going to do it different. And they're never going to hold a screen and they're not going to eat that. And they're going to, good luck. Wait till your kids lick at a table and you're like, they're fine. They're leaving me alone right now. It's cute. But
occupied.
I do. I was like, oh, babe, remember when it was so sweet like that? It is cute. The freshness and newness of a babe. I love having Savannah was here yesterday.
I was just going to say, we get to live through that again.
We
do,
Savannah, right?
And
our
cute little lemon.
She had Miss Rachel on yesterday and she's, making echo sounds and saying mama and saying all the new things. And it's cute.
Helping mama work in the office.
I know. I enjoy it. So thank you, Emily. She brings us a little light and she makes me smile. And you'll get it. Especially if you have another one. God help you. Oh my God. Oh, I saw this one thing in California and that I wanted to talk about. Apparently, they just passed a law in California that you have to have permission to resurrect dead people in your AI. I thought it was,
what world are we in?
AI. And I thought it was actually a good law. We live in an alternate universe. Lauren, you have my permission to resurrect me when I'm dead.
Oh my. Thanks. Do you have to wear an armband for that too?
It's fine. She can make a fake Stephanie. She can go on.
It was like Brian, he came to me last night and he was like, did you see Adam Sandler's making a new movie? It's a Simpsons movie.
Oh.
But it's all real big name characters. So he puts on this trailer. I'm like, dude, it's all AI. I don't think this is real. We watched this 4-minute trailer of all these big name actors and actresses.
It was all fake.
It was all AI. I'm like, I don't know if I can watch this with their little
That's so creepy.
No,
it's no, so I don't like
creepy.
it.
Can we just stop it already?
That cat's out of the bag. Our cat's in the studio and that cat is out of the bag. we're not putting it back, but I think that's good that they put that rule into place because I think that could be a little bit traumatic for people as they're
Yeah.
seeing their dead loved ones start
Come back.
doing new acting roles,
Oh my
doing new
gosh.
action movies. Like,
No.
right? I know. We've got nothing else new, so this is our new thing, everybody. Watch out for the fake people that are on social media.
And the sad thing is, like, so many people, like my husband, fall for it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I'd fall for
awful.
it too. I'm not savvy like that. I'm not. Yeah, mic drop. Bye. We're done here. So Lauren and I will be in real, not AI Lauren and Stephanie will be in real life
Real time, yep.
all week long this week. We've got Kindness Festival, Seaside Le Mans, Pickle Fest. We did some work yesterday in the office. Emily's got a whole fun little backdrop of our pickle pictures.
It's gotta be fun.
I know. I've got to be careful. And I think we've got 6 amateur picklers now.
Ooh.
I know. And we've got a special guest that is going to be coming, a celebrity guest, and also our professional guests, including Kristen from the Mashpee Commons. She was like, wait, Pickle Fest? I want in.
Yes.
So she's going to be one of our judges over there. Yeah. Quietly behind the scenes, Kristen. I'm excited to have her. Great show, ladies. I had fun listening to you while you worked. Thank you for joining us, Sue. We look forward to seeing you very soon. See you Saturday, Laura says. We're looking forward to it. And Kindness Festival. And if you're looking for more stuff from us, eventsoncape.com is our website. Events on Cape Cod is our Facebook group. And add your events as well and share with us so that we'll see you out and about in real life, not in AI life. Have a great day, everybody. Hank's coming up for lunch break. Lemonadio.com is where you can get us. Download the app and say, Amazon, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio. Enable the skill today. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Like and subscribe also if you're watching us on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Bye.